So I recently grabbed this Hykolity 6-foot tall flocked Christmas tree, and we're gonna be reviewing it today and doing a super quick unboxing. So let's just get straight into the unboxing so we could get into the fun part, which is gonna be setting it up. This Christmas tree is also pre-lit, and I believe it just comes with some warm white lights, not RGB. But we've been testing a lot of Christmas trees lately, so I'm pretty excited to see how this one compares to the other ones back there. So it does look like we get a total of 3 sections here, and they're all wrapped in bubble wrap, which I think will be really nice. Especially with a flock Christmas tree, I think this will kind of help keep the mess to a minimum. So we have the top section here. It has a plastic pin that I'll show you guys later. I believe this is going to be the middle section, and they were just barely able to fit this third section in there. This is going to be the base, and we do get the power brick already attached. And then that's almost it. We just get the stand and then the user guide. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. All right, so we have all the plastic off. We got the little caps on the end of the rods off. So we're gonna take the base, make an X, and just set it down right here. It already has the bolt installed to secure the bottom to the base. So let's go ahead and slide this in. And it's not super heavy, so I think you guys should be fine to do this all by yourself, even if you're not the strongest. And let's just start pulling out some of these branches. The flock Christmas trees do stick a little bit more, especially the first time you guys pull them out of the box. But in my opinion, I think it's super worth it, even the mess, because it adds a bunch of dimension to the actual branch. And I'll show you guys in a little what I mean by that. All right, and then just a quick note, make sure that when you guys are setting it up that your plug is facing the right direction towards the wall where you're gonna plug it in. All right, section 2. And with this tree, we're gonna connect this middle section to a wire on the base. And I'll make sure to show you guys a close-up look at this whenever we do the closer look at the tree. All right, now the same deal. Let's just pull all these branches down while being somewhat careful not to pull all of the flocking off. All right, so we already got the plug ready here. Let's just slide this in, get the plugs all together, and that's how you guys assemble it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and record a really quick time lapse of me fluffing half of this tree up so that you guys can see exactly what it's gonna look like in your home. All right, guys, so we have half of the tree fluffed up so that you guys could see what it's gonna look like in your house. And this tree turned out super full. So let me go ahead and give you guys an even closer look. So we're gonna start at the very bottom, work our way up. Like I was showing you guys earlier, we have a pretty nice sized base here with rubber tips to protect the floor, just in case you guys have a wood floor. We have one pin to secure it to the base, which is a little less than some of the other trees I've been comparing, but I think it's plenty. Here's a close look at the flocked branches, and as you guys can see, it helps fill out the tree a bunch, and even the lights are flocked. The flocking honestly wasn't too messy either. I've had some trees where a lot more flocking falls off while you guys are assembling, and I just want to show you guys the difference between these branches and then here is a non-flocked tree. As you guys can see, that looks much more two-dimensional, where these branches look a lot more round and 3D. The bottom branches are just one main stem. Some trees have a main stem that branches off into like a W with a whole bunch of little branches, but this one's a little bit more simple, but it's still just as full. So I really don't have any complaints there. And there is some flocking on the center pole there just to help it blend in. And this is how you guys are gonna connect the sections. It's a really nice design and cannot come apart without unscrewing this nut. So I think it's a very safe design, which I like. And of course we have metal pipes that fit into each other for the base here. But the top section here has a plastic pin, so you guys just need to be a little bit more careful with that one. But we have the same electrical connector type as the bottom. Moving our way up to the top, it still looks really full, but all the branches up here on the top are just bendable. There's no hinge, but that's pretty common for these size Christmas trees. So anyways, let me go ahead and turn off as many lights as possible to show you guys the lights on this tree. So it may not be like pitch black in here, but it's definitely a little bit darker just to give you guys an idea. And I can already notice a big difference. You can really see the flock tree kind of glowing. And I do think that the flock trees actually work better for showing the light. So I think that this tree looks super warm and inviting. And if you guys are looking for a flocked 6-foot tall pre-lit Christmas tree, I definitely suggest taking a look at this one. So anyways, that's it for my really quick review.